Alright, hey guys. This is Bill, your commissioner, logging in here. And I'll start off today with a funny story on my way home. For the first time in my life, I ran out of gas while driving. So that was fun. I was just right across the street from the church getting out, but you know, it happens. Life. So this week, just quick news. The trade deadline has passed, so I don't think any more moves were made as far as things go. Maybe some chatter going on, but no moves made. So can't make trades anymore, and we're on to the stretch here to where you're trying to make the playoffs. And so a quick look at the standings. Well, I guess we'll look at the standings after talk about the matchups. And I guess I'll talk about my matchup first against Martindale. And Chris, man, your team just didn't show up this week. I guess the AJ Green getting kicked out of the game for choke slamming Jalen Ramsey, that doesn't help. And if you haven't seen that video, totally look it up, because AJ Green comes up behind Ramsey and literally chokeholds him and like slams him down, not just once but twice. And somehow he got kicked out of the game, but he's not suspended. That doesn't make any sense to me. Mike Evans also got to fight. He did not get kicked out, but he is suspended for next week. But that's crazy. There was some fighting going on this week. But our matchup started off not so well for you, as Robbie Anderson had a touchdown for me on Thursday night, and Tyrod Taylor showed up in garbage time in that game. So, Chris, I thumped you. You are the lowest scorer of the week, and you're still 7-2, best record in the league. So, crappy week, but your team's still good. The next matchup, Trevin versus Daniel in there. So this was a really close matchup. Just over 2-point score difference there. And that's pretty crazy. Russell Wilson, Alshon Jeffrey doing well for Trevin there. But what hurt you was the -1 points by the Bengals defense. So that really sucks. Yeah, played Bishop out any other defense and you win that week with that. And then Daniel's team just kept trudging along. I will say, Daniel, you have been getting lucky looking at the points against. Everybody has like at least 900 something or 1,000 something, and you don't even have 800 points scored against you. So you are getting pretty lucky. But 7-2. I guess, yeah, you're tied with Chris in record now. So the next matchup to take a look at is Corey versus Travis. And Corey had a pretty good week there and won pretty handily. Carson Wentz, Travis, is doing awesome for you. What hurt you was the late Leonard Fournette getting benched or not active that day because of, I think it was violation of team rules. He wasn't showing up for pictures and stuff like that. And just random stuff. So it's rather unfortunate. I only knew about it because I had him in another league, and it was like last minute. I had to switch him out. So that kind of sucks. I don't think it would have made much of a difference, though. And Corey's team just kind of trudged along there. Will Fuller did not score 2 touchdowns this week, so kind of back down to earth with the Deshaun Watson injury there. And that injury just kind of sucks. As a Colts fan, I'm glad the Texans are back down a notch, but Deshaun Watson's good. He's going to have a good career ahead of him. Looking up next, Tyler Everett smoked Naycock there. Naycock had a decent week. His bench had quite a few points too. But man, Tevitt, Dak, Gurley, McCaffrey had a pretty big day. Kamara with the 28-pointer. That's crazy. And wow, that was just a really good week for you, Tevitt. And then the final matchup that we have here is Justin versus Andrew. And Andrew, sorry about you, bro. Marvin Jones with the 26-point night on Monday Night Football. So at least, Justin, if your Packers are going to lose, Marvin Jones can come through with the fantasy W for you. So that's good at least. Kareem Hunt has actually he's been good, but he's been kind of quiet since those first 3 weeks, 20-plus points first 3 weeks. And after that, he's kind of quieted down a little bit. So we'll see how that kind of progresses as the season goes on here in that. And also, Justin, your kicker was on bye. So come on, bro. You can do better than that. make sure to play people that are active for the week, even though you still managed to win. So Justin managed to beat you with his kicker on bye. I don't know how that makes you feel, but it happened. So that brings our standings to Chris is still in first. I'm catching up, though. I'm only a game behind you. In that you still hold the points edge, though, so I think I would have to probably have an actual game ahead of you to pass you for the division lead there. And here's the crazy thing. Everybody else in the East is at 4 and 5, so like seriously, guys, it's really close who can make the playoffs this year. And then Daniel has a 3-game lead in the West at 7 and 2, with Trevin and Corey at 4 and 5. And Travis and Naycock bringing up the rear there. And Naycock is solely in last place now. Maybe in that last week, I can't remember. But it's really close in the playoffs. Like, so 5 teams at 4 and 5. And it looks like, Tevitt definitely has the point advantage there. So right now, that's who it's looking like. That'd be a fun matchup, actually, Tevitt. Tevitt and Martindale, first round of the playoffs, if that happens. Tevitt, you're probably just going to bench all your guys, but whatever. In that. So that's what's going on. Trade deadline has passed, and we got just a few more weeks left here in the regular season. So that was week 9. We're in week 10, so we just have 5 more weeks until the playoffs. And then we will play for a championship, see if you can dethrone me. 2-time champ, right here. What's up? But I think that's all that I have for this week. So I will see y'all next week.
Bill, you're weird.
That was Karis listening to the entire thing. She thinks she's cool. But see you guys.